everyone. This is Donna's Happy Hour. Just a reminder to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you get future notifications of the videos. And please leave a comment. Thank you. Have a great day.
I have to tell you, and I want to tell the audience this, that this CD that he did, there is not one song on there that I don't love. I absolutely love that CD. I love every song.
Aw.
And I haven't heard any of your new stuff.
Well, there's new stuff and there's old stuff and there's in between stuff. I don't know if you're at all aware of the Coots, but the Coots is a band that I played with. We started playing right around 2001, and I was with them, and we're still friends. I haven't played a gig with them in about 4 years now.
Okay.
But Glenn Taylor, who's the kind of brains behind the Coots, and they've played here at Blue Arrow.
Oh, have they?
Yes, they have.
Oh, okay.
And but Glenn, who's a good friend, he has done 2 albums of Coots. He owns a recording studio in North Caldwell called Taylor Made. And he did an album of original music by the Coots, and then he did another kind of like a live kind of record of covers.
Okay.
But I wrote 4 songs for the Coots album, and
Oh.
they're on there. So if you're curious and you want to backtrack,
yes.
that album is called The Endless Bus Tour, and I wrote, there's one of the guys who plays with the Coots is a guy named Joe Alexander, and he's a dear, dear friend and a lovely, lovely human being. Great family,
Oh, no
4 kids.
kidding.
He's a big guy. He's bigger than me, and he's got some weight on me too. And his wife is this little bit of a thing, and she's an absolutely adorable couple, and they have 4 kids. Now they're grandparents already.
Oh, wow.
And but anyway, Joe is such an upstanding guy. He doesn't write much, and I wanted to write a song for him to do on the Coots record. And the song's called "Same as You," but of course it had to be in character for Joe.
For Joe, right.
So I think I may get to that in a bit.
Oh, I'm going to have to definitely check that out. Yeah,
But but it's got some good songs on it, and there's 3 that I sing that are on there, and there's lots of other good. It's a good record, yeah.
Oh, interesting. Oh, good, good. I'm glad you told me about it, because no, I didn't. And I do want to tell the audience that we are at Blue Arrow in Pine Island, New York.
We sure are.
And anybody, if you're got nothing to do one Sunday or Saturday or any time, just come on down to Blue Arrow. There is a obviously teepees that you can check out. There's a dinosaur area. There's
the animals. You can come see
he has the rescue animals that you can see. There is actually pumpkin picking, I think, going on now too.
I would think we're probably at the end of that
probably
now.
end of that, yes.
But they also have the big outdoor pavilion, which is, you can social distance there, but it's open enough, but they've got heaters, so it isn't too bad.
That's right.
It's a lot, all these restaurants and bars they're trying to have to improvise things, and a lot of them are putting up tents. This is a much more permanent structure, and I think gives you a little more protection from the weather than you would get in most places.
Yes.
So hopefully it'll go later into the season.
Into the season. There is a fireplace there too.
Oh yeah.
Which is nice. And as Chris said, there are the outdoor heaters. They do have food trucks, but they also have entertainment, and they have several, like usually
I'll be
2
playing here
bands.
with Felix and the Cats. We've been doing Sunday afternoons.
Right.
So it's great.
But the other thing too is Blue Arrow is a nonprofit horse rescue and animal rescue. So if, let's say, you ever come across an animal that needs rescuing, you could give them a call and see if they can't take the animal, they may be able to help you, find a place that could take, whether it be dog, cat, horse, donkey.
Well, there's all sorts of stuff here.
There is
all
also.
sorts of critters.
I think they have do they have llama or emu?
Alpacas.
Alpacas, okay.
And they have miniature horses.
I saw that. They
And
do.
they have cows.
They have cows now.
And
they have sheep.
Sheep, and they have
Yeah.
goats.
He's got quite
So
a.
it's very, without going too far,
Right.
it is very family friendly.
Yes,
We'll leave
it
at that.
is. Leave it at that. Okay. So I do want to go into, I asked Chris because I don't know, for me, as let's say somebody that, loves a particular artist,
Right.
you like to know more than just their songs, and about them. You like to know the the personal stuff or things like that.
Sure.
So I did ask Chris to bring along some photos of himself when he was younger. Just to give you an idea. And I'm going to guess that you obviously were musically inclined since
Before I ever picked up a guitar or played with any instruments, I was fascinated with record players.
Okay.
And I mean, to me, as a little kid, like 2 years old,
Right.
this thing spins around and music comes out.
Right.
And that was like magic, and I was fascinated with them and was really obsessive with it. And I used to, back then, they'd have junk day and there'd be people with piles of
Right.
stuff out in front of their houses. And so I'd go scouting through I'd be hauling home old record players. At one point, I think I had like 15 of them down in the basement.
Oh my God. Now, do you still have them?
I do have a couple of old ones. As a matter of fact, I just recently got a hold of a record cutter, which before people had tape recorders, there was a time when people would actually make home recordings on records.
Right.
Not many people had them, but
Right.
they did exist, because, before tape, which basically came after World War II,
Right.
records was what anybody had.
Right.
And there were wire recorders and there were disc recorders.
We have a wire recorder.
Right.
That's very insane. That's really amazing.
Right.
And
Yeah, a little piece of like copper wire kind of looking.
exactly.
something like
And
that.
we actually have a recording of my father-in-law
Right.
telling a bedtime story because my
Sure.
husband is one of 9 to the kids.
Sure.
It's a great
thing to have.
It's a great thing to have. Yeah.
It's like looking at really old, brown and white photos and that kind of thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's a window into the past,
It
and it's
is.
the past as it's happening in the case of recordings.
Right.
Right. Home recordings. But there's an episode of The Honeymooners where Ralph has had kind of a spat with his mother-in-law.
Okay.
He gets a hold of a disc recorder, very much like the one that I just acquired.
Okay.
And he starts, explaining, oh, I lose my temper, and then he starts, just railing on her all over again on the record. Says, "You're a blabbermouth," But this is what they had,
Right.
before most people had tape recorders, which not a lot of people even always had them.
Right.
But this is a little, you could cut your own little discs and listen to them back. And,
Oh my gosh.
and this is one of those, and
Wow.
I'm fascinated with that stuff. I still am.
I guess, and especially so did you go to school for electron?
Yeah, well, I studied, I went to the Institute of Audio Research to learn about multi-track recording. Ultimately, okay, so from records, actually for a while I had a big thing with electric trains too. But once I became, once I got into playing guitar, I
Right.
sold my trains to buy guitars.
Oh, did you?
I sure did. I had a lot.
It was worth it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess so. Although it would be nice to have them again.
Yes,
but,
yeah.
You never want to let go of your childhood.
No, you don't.
things,
You're right. That's
But I had, I started buying guitars and I became really obsessed with it. I got a good electric guitar eventually, and then I bought an acoustic guitar. I bought actually a Gibson J200, which was the top of the line. I worked as a busboy for $1 an hour, and the guitar cost $600.
Wow.
This is back in like '73, I guess.
Oh
or
my
72.
gosh! Right.
And $600
Wow, that's a lot of money.
for a kid to save up.
bet.
But I was, once I was hooked, I was hooked.
Wow.
And unfortunately, that guitar got stolen.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, when I was going to Berkeley.
Oh, how
It was still
how
in my,
heartbreaking.
dorm room.
Oh,
That's what's kind of one of the things that set me on the course of collecting guitars.
right,
Which
right,
is terrible.
right. So how many guitars do you have now?
We don't talk about that.
Okay.
A lot.
Do you hide a lot of them?
No,
Honey, I've had this
how do you hide a
forever.
guitar? You know, it's like,
Oh, you'd be surprised.
no, it's not like hiding liquor bottles or something. You can put them in a cabinet
a little
somewhere.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, they're out and about, and.
Wow. All right. Well, I'm gonna ask you to play another song.
Okay.